place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Right down the middle. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Rice Owls offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Hold.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. They want to run it left here. There he goes. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play.
Second down.
Right back to the well. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Gives it on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Makes the grab. It's Burden. Got room at the 35. Open field on the right. Finds the finish line for the touchdown.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Texas has a lead right now in Austin, but I'm not sure Bevo's feeling like this one's in the clear. This has been a nip and tuck affair all game. They're up by 7 over Louisville. any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Cobb. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And that's a first down for the offense.
To the air on first down. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll run play action. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Catch in the middle, it's Cobb. And a nice grab there, big pickup down to the 35-yard line.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Turner. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Burden. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert third and short from the 30? It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The hand to the running back. Oh, he's got some space.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to pass. Under fire. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in their last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Let's see what he can do with it. Pretty solid coverage there. Stop him at the 26. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. He lets it fly. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Safe completion on the screen.
Yeah, and he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
And first down for the offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Here's a heat. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And that is priority number one for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. Wants to go up top. Trying to set up the screen. Good, solid tackle. Now facing a third and long.
Third down coming.
From the gun, wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Kick is in the air. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Owls in the hurry up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Give to the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Dumps it off in the flats. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On third down, he drops to throw. Finds his man. It's Turner. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be fourth down. Punt is on its way. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. The inside handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain. didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Takes it on the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Burden. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Off the play fake. Fires downfield. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Gets it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. No fair catches here, looking for room. And the returner will be brought down. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He'll start this drive firing. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Rides the back on the option, the give. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And after that, best thing you can do, punt it away. Here comes the special teams. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Rides the back and leaves it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Owls want to move quickly.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Here's the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Burden. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Looking to the big tight end. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. They kick it away on 4th down, making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Going right to work up top. Makes the catch. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's going to run it. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, Rice.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Here comes the heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Punt is in the air. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. Under 30 seconds to go here in the half. Let's see how they play it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Breaks into the open. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable 1st half in Houston. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this 2nd half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside historic Rice Stadium.
He'll put toe to leather and get this 2nd half started. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Rice rushes to the line.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just didn't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it. At this point, that looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
To the air on first down. Swings it out to the flat. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. There's the pressure. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Got his man to the left. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Rice going to work with another 1st and 10.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Looking to throw on first down. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Handoff from the gun. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. The Owls pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see if Rice can get it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Owls! They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just roared down, just grinded away at that defense.
It took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Texas looks like a bunch of world beaters right now, marching all over that field like Bevo in the pregame. They're up by 25 over Louisville. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
First down for the offense.
The give out of the gun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line.
Brings up 2nd down.
To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. New set of downs after the completion.
First down for the offense.
From the gun, the ground game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Burden. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the incompletion is an open invitation to the special teams unit to come onto the field. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Pulls it, fired complete. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Rice rushes to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it...
Turning it on. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. It's 3rd down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Owls have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Right on the money. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Wants to throw on 1st down. A little screen to the running back. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line. No huddle here for the offense.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big game.
The Owls didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. On the move. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going to sling it on 2nd down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Touchdown, Owls! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, when you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. So a drive there of 84 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside is 5. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Here's the handoff. Powers through the defender. Gets some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Picks up the first down. Tackled at the 28. It's a pickup of 5. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wide receiver going in motion. Running back searching for a hole. Crosses the 40. At midfield, he's got room. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
That last big play has them in position to threaten here. 1st and 10 from the 37. Looking to throw on first down. A little release to the back. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Fires to the big fella. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Rice has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And this one splits the uprights. That slices the lead to 2.
And that's massive. All the pressure on your defense now. You've made the field goal. You've got to get the ball back. You need one more kick. That's what you need. And so the defense has to be ready to take the field right now, play with intensity, play with energy, and get it back to the offense quickly.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Under fire. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it, slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Rushes on him. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Finds his man down the middle. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Back to pass on second down. Throws for the tight end. Got a man in the middle. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And that's a really difficult route to handle if you can get a big fella working the outside in the corner like that.
No doubt, because he runs upfield first and then makes a beeline towards the sideline. So whether it's man or zone, you can throw that football away from the defender and make some big plays.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Hoping to help their kicker out with a few yards on third down, because from here, it would be a 58-yarder. From the gun, wants to pass. Just let him a little too... And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Dead center perfect. And they go back on top. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Texas is painting an offensive masterpiece so far. It's been like a Bob Ross masterclass. They're up by 28 over Louisville. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Leaves it with the running back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Rice rushes to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Snagged out of the air. They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Muscling ahead on third and short. He's stopped right there, short of the first down, in this defense trying to preserve the lead. Punt is in the air on fourth down. Secures it at the 30. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Pulls and fires complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it in. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. Let's see what they've got on second down. Trying play action.
Well, this defense is going to have their hands full trying to defend the pass with all of these weapons they've got on the perimeter of the field. That is a great job bringing a dangerous target down right away after he catches the slant.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Motion from the wideout. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cobb. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. On first down from the 13-yard line.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. And he'll be smacked to the ground. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. They push the lead to 4 here in the 4th.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Bunch formation for these receivers. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. They're able to make the stop, but he is beyond the line to gain. It's 1st down Rice. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. To the air on 1st down. Complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. And the Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll get rid of it. Working on the right. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now. This offense needs to get some points. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Shows him the stiff arm. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. The Owls back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Oh, what a cut! Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without throw into the end zone. And it's picked off.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David, every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today. And, hey, who knows? Maybe this gets them in the rankings.